What's going on, everybody? So this video is going to be so much fun. This is going to be the everything that your parents lied to you about as you were a kid. I asked on my Instagram, what are the things that your parents told you when you were younger that you then grew up to find was completely a lie? Whether it was a white lie, there are some really messed up ones in here, but we're going to get to those. And because this is kind of like a family affair, I've invited a very special guest. You guys may know him from my Instagram story. Ta-da! Drum roll, please. Ding! You guys may know him as Lord Hayden on my Instagram. Lord,
what's up, guys?
Welcome.
Thank you.
So glad to have you on the show. Before we get started, I thought it would be a fun idea for each of us to tell YouTube just a random funny story that we remember together as a kid. And mine already came to mind, so think of just, go ahead.
You go first.
Me go first? Okay, so the one story that comes to mind of when we were a kid, and I'm really sorry for putting you on blast here, but it's the first one that came to mind, and like, please don't judge me for everything that is about to be said. But essentially, at the Heatherview house, when we were like, you know, I don't know, maybe 8 years old, I was probably 8, you were probably 6 or something, maybe younger, there was like a lot of grass, and there was a hole in the grass, and that's where everyone would spit into the hole. And so me and my older brother Daniel grabbed Sam by his ankles and put his head in the hole, and then we got this flower pot that was bigger than him because he was little, and we put him inside the flower pot upside down, and we sat on it, and my parents came out and they're like, "Where's Sam?" And we're like, "We don't know." And he's like, "Rah!" And it was like middle of the summer, so we're kids, we didn't think about it, but middle of the summer, and he's
I was almost dying
inside of a flower pot, like screaming bloody murder, and my mom and we got in a lot of trouble. That's my memory of when we were children. He's like, I'm really trying to go for this like hardcore look right now, and you really ruined it.
And I'm still trying to get over that till this day.
He's still attending therapy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay, do you have a story? Oh god. This is my YouTube channel. I can't roast me too hard.
Alright, so I think you were about to go to a dance one night. This is back when
is bringing back
you
bad
were in
memories
high school.
already.
And this is before.
Is this funny or
this
is
is
this
before
dark?
college. No, this is before college.
Okay.
This is. I remember waking up one morning, or I guess probably in the middle of the night one night, and I'm pretty sure you were coming through the house, probably a little drunk.
Really?
Possibly.
In
Yes.
high school?
In high school. I
I
think
only
might
did
have
that
been one
like
of your
twice.
first. Exactly. So this
Oh,
is when you went
exactly.
to exactly. So you went to a dance, I think, with somebody.
Oh!
Yeah. So after the dance, I think you ended up going to a house party. Emily didn't go to a lot of parties in high school. So when she did go to a house party,
too.
of course it was lit, probably a lot of alcohol. So I remember her coming back to the house. I think the party had gotten busted, possibly by cops.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
And then I just remember Dad going to pick her up, coming home. And then I think, was your phone off?
Possibly.
Your phone might have been off, so of course the parents were freaking out, couldn't find out where you were. You were obviously at a party. You came back at like probably like 3 in the morning or something like that, still drunk, and then the parents were having to reprimand you for one of your first coming home drunk stories.
Okay,
So.
to be fair, I wasn't even that drunk. Like, I was such a little angel in high school.
Oh
Damn
God.
it, Sam. Way to roast me on my channel.
Funnier story. A couple years later, I walk into a store next to one of my old high schools, and I walk into the store, and I met this guy probably once in my life. I walk into the store, and it's the fucking guy she went to the dance with in the store.
Oh my God!
And I remember Dad was so mad, like way back in the day. Then I saw him, and then I was with my dad, so obviously I was gonna tell my dad, hey, that's the guy I only went to the party with. So secretly, when my dad was in the changing room, I walked to the dude, said what's up. He totally remembered the whole ordeal.
And that was that.
That was that.
Also, I think the biggest part of the backstory of why you guys saw him and were mad is because he literally came to my house before the dance, looked my father in the eyes, and said, "No, sir, we are not going to party tonight." And then, like, it was his house that we had the party at. That was literally one of the, like, 2, maybe 3 parties that I ever went to in high school. I saved it all for college. Done with family storytelling because I'm really worried of what might come out of his mouth next. We're definitely not telling any college stories.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and get to all the things that your parents lied to you about. Okay, so on Instagram, I was with my family. We were all sitting there, and I don't know how it came up, but our parents told us when we were younger that if you drive barefoot, that it's illegal. So literally, for all 27 years of my life, I thought it was illegal to drive barefoot. We're all sitting at the dinner table as a family, and then someone Googles it, and they're like, it's legal. Apparently, my dad didn't even know that he lied to us. He was told that when he was a kid. So that gave me the idea, okay, let's ask everybody what their parents lied to them about. This girl, Kristen, says, if I walked through someone's lawn, an alarm would go off. Oh my gosh. This guy, Edgar, says if any snack or food fell on the floor, the devil would lick it and pick it up so we wouldn't eat it.
Parents are germaphobes, bro. If you drink coffee, your knees, elbows will turn black. Mom didn't want us drinking coffee.
Black? Like, that would be terrible.
You know, it's
You'd
false.
look like you're always wearing knee pads or elbow pads.
Someone said, my mom would say, if you don't keep your belly button clean, your butt will fall off.
What?
Actually, I think I might have heard that one once.
What?
On Lori.
I
used
think
to
you're
say
right.
that.
I actually remember that.
Right?
But like,
If you unscrew your belly button, your butt falls off.
she would say that. I
She
was
would
like,
say,
what?
Yeah.
So, question, comment below. When's the last time you cleaned your belly button? And maybe that's why you don't have a butt. I love this one, actually. I'm a big supporter of this one. Eating peanut butter toast every morning would make my muscles bigger. I still like to believe that.
It works.
I actually ate peanut butter
Definitely
toast
works.
yesterday.
Straight into the arms.
This is amazing. Parents are ruthless these days. Allie says, before it was illegal, so this was still legal when her mom said this. My mom said if I texted while driving, she would not visit me in prison.
Oh my gosh.
My grandma told me if I stuck my finger too far up my nose, I'd go blind. To get her to stop picking her nose. What? What? Say it. Say it.
Let's see, Britt says that crust would put hair on my chest. Thanks, Dad. Maybe it would have worked if I was a boy.
Wait, I
Oh my
don't get the
God.
angle. Oh, it's so that her dad didn't have to cut the crust off.
Right.
That's amazing. That's very selfish. Not really. If I was a parent, I would do it.
Oh, okay. This one I've definitely heard before. I know you for sure have heard this one.
Okay.
Having lights on in the car was illegal.
Yeah, I feel like
Definitely.
everyone was told that.
I kind of still believe it though.
I
don't
do
know.
too,
That's
like-
something we might need to hearing. Is it illegal to leave my car lights on inside the car
While I'm driving.
while I'm driving?
Here's what I found on the web for is it illegal to leave my car lights on inside the car while I'm driving.
First one. No matter what your parents told you, it is not illegal. So guys, you can drive with the lights on inside the car while you're driving.
Confirmed.
There you go.
Okay, I used to hear a version of this one. This girl Jen says, if I ate the black seeds of a watermelon, one would grow inside of my tummy.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Definitely.
Okay, but Dad told us, this was Dad, Doc Caden, he said that if we ate watermelon seeds that we would grow plants out of our ears.
Out of the ears.
Remember?
Yeah, definitely out of the ears.
He used to say that at swim team. This is just mean. The new year starts at 9 instead of midnight, so they have to go to bed earlier.
Not bad to tell your kids though when you want to drink.
Right, true.
Yeah.
Or you could just stay up with them and get them into partying at the age of 7 and the cars did.
Oh my god.
Amanda says, when fishing with my dad, we would cut the worms in half and he told me they didn't feel any pain. I think that's actually really sweet. Get it? So like you're fishing and you have to like, I would feel so, I don't want to think about it. I feel terrible for the worm. Do you not feel bad for the worm? Damn it. Comment below if you feel bad for the worm.
I don't know where, like, do they even have brains?
I'm
Can
sure they
pain?
feel, they're like these moving creatures.
I guess they squirm when you put them on the hook.
Yeah, this is so mean. This girl, Camille, says that only poor people eat McDonald's, so we would have to wait to go home for lunch. He would literally be like, only poor people eat that.
Oh
Number one,
my
that is
gosh.
rude AF.
So rude.
Number two, everybody loves a McFlurry from McDonald's.
Or the chicken nuggets, just be honest.
True. What? I must have not seen it.
This one's fucked up. Alright, Miriam says basically if the ice cream man had music playing, it meant that they were sold out of ice cream.
Oh my god.
Man. Wow.
So the ice cream man was always sold out.
Always sold out. That's jacked up.
That's mean.
See, Ashley said, if you get a Wet Willy, I'll be part of the Wet Willy Club and I'll get a t-shirt. It's not real and I didn't get a t-shirt.
Like her dad probably said that just to make her get a wet willy.
Alex says her parents used to tell her, you have to be sexual active to wear a thong.
Wait, why? So did her parents freak out when they started seeing thongs in her laundry?
Oh my gosh.
She like believes it and then
Or
all of a
did you
sudden...
freak your parents out by wearing a thong, even if you weren't sexually active?
True. Probably more likely.
Yeah.
If you go to sleep with your hair wet, you'll wake up blind. That is terrible. I wonder if she wondered if blind people went to sleep with their hair wet. You know what I mean? Like
So
she
would her
saw
mom
them.
make her dry her hair completely before she went
Probably.
to bed? Being a girl, that's probably pretty hard.
Yeah, it's hard and it's damaging for your hair. Like, I go to bed with my hair wet all the time because it's almost dry in the morning and then I finish drying it. I'll do a hair care routine in a different video. He's like, please shut up. But seriously, like, your parents suck. No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to say that. This girl says, I think her name's Ade. If I swallowed gum, I'd make fart bubbles. As a kid, it only made me want to swallow the gum more. Like she would fart bubbles. Okay, this is funny. This is the same thing with like growing hair on your chest. If I didn't eat the crust on bread, I wouldn't grow boobs. Heard from mom and grandma. So her mom and grandma told her that if she did not eat the crust, she would never grow boobs.
She probably ate a lot of crust.
You know what? If you never ended up getting boobs, it's okay. You're still beautiful too. Every boob size is beautiful, right?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, this is just so messed up because every single kid gets acne at some point in their life, and clearly the mom was not okay with this girl's acne. It doesn't say what her name is, but it says, my mom wanted to pop a pimple on my face and told me that the bump could be a cancer bump.
Oh my
It
gosh.
is like not okay. There are some things that are just like not okay, lines you shouldn't cross, like telling your kid that they're gonna go blind, so you think all other blind people didn't dry their hair,
Oh my God.
or like telling her that she's gonna get cancer from a pimple. Like, dear God, this is actually really cute. I feel like it's like women empowerment stuff. Justina says that the jet streams in the sky that were pink were from girl pilots.
That's good.
This is great. Krosky says, if I stuck my arm out the window, it would get ripped off by a fence.
Oh my god. Like while she's in the car?
Yeah, like if she's in the car and she sticks her arm out the
Yeah.
window, that it's gonna get ripped off by a fence. This one's interesting. It's definitely those people that are very like superstitious.
Yeah.
Superstitious, right? So they said if you bite your tongue, so if you just like randomly bite your tongue, it means that someone is talking badly about you. Very superstitious.
Next time I bite my tongue, I'm gonna be
I know. I'm
friends.
gonna be thinking about it. Oh my god, this is terrible. Kelly, this is poor Kelly. I'm so sorry, Kelly. If I didn't go to bed, the big. If I didn't go to bed, the big black.
Say what?
Let's finish that sentence, Emily. Oh my god. If she didn't go to bed, the big black mouse would come get me.
That's so terrible.
That was wrong.
Okay, can I say one? I didn't write this one down, but this was something that my sister told me growing up. I think you'll probably remember this. Julia told me growing up, we were really little and like we used to shower together. So like the girls would just like shower together and go. When we were finished showering, she always wanted me to get out first. She would like unpull the plug and said that if you didn't get out before the water went down the drain, that there's a witch in the drain that would crawl up and get you. So like even when I was an adult, by the time that I was like in my 20s, I was pretty positive it wasn't true. But like still I would like look at the drain like ugh. And like now I'm 27 and I think now I don't look at the drain anymore, but like it affected me for a very long time.
Do you remember when our parents would tell us to stay away from the drain at the bottom of the pool? 2 reasons.
Oh wait,
One, it could get you like sucked down there,
Right,
the drain, right?
right, I remember that.
And two, a shark could possibly
I
come
remember
up
that.
there.
Yeah, oh, I
shark.
remember that.
Yeah.
That's really messed up.
Deep end, still fry me just a little bit. I know they're not coming, it's probably
There
not
you go.
possible, but if you sit too close to the TV screen, your eyes will become square.
Square? I've heard you'll go blind. I haven't heard square, but
Or, you know when you say like, in your eyes,
Cross
like,
your eyes.
cross your eyes? All of our parents used to tell
They'll
us
get
that
stuck
they
that
literally
way.
get stuck that way.
I still kind of believe that, to be honest.
Right?
Like,
Because if you do it for a long time, they kind of seem
And-
like
and it
tired
hurts.
and like it feels weird, yeah.
is that true? Will you Siri that?
Siri, if I cross my eyes, will they stay that way?
Here's what I found on the web for if I cross my eyes, will they stay that way?
What if I crossed my eyes for 10 minutes? Question mark. Health.howstuffworks.com. Your eyeballs are controlled by 6 muscles. When you look up, down, left, or right, muscles attached to your eyeballs make this movement happen. You would most likely suffer from some eye spasms or twitches, and your eyes may feel a bit fatigued, but they would certainly return to normal within an hour or so. I don't even want them stuck that way for an hour. Do you know how bad that would hurt? Like,
So bad.
I don't even want to do it. You see, I just faked it. I was like, oh my gosh. This girl says in Japan, kids are taught that if they don't eat every grain of rice, they'll go blind. If you live in Japan or you're from there, comment down below, were you told that as a kid? This girl, Maddie, says, my mom made me believe that if I got hugged by a boy in high school, I would get pregnant.
No.
Can you imagine the guy's like,
Her
hey, how are you?
mom
She's
said
like,
that,
"Ah."
or for my future daughter, it's true.
I asked one of my friends, Doug, at the gym, and I hope he's fine with me saying this, but he said that growing up, his mom and him got in a car. He said he was really young, and she tried to start the car, and it like wouldn't work, and she couldn't figure it out. So she made this big dramatic ordeal about it. And she's like, oh my gosh, the car doesn't work. And she went around to the hood, she popped the hood, she looked in it, she's like, man, I don't know what's wrong with the... And she looks at him as a little kid, maybe like 6, and he doesn't have a seatbelt on. And she's like, oh, honey, the car doesn't work if you don't have your seatbelt on. And so he's like,
Oh
oh.
my gosh.
So he said he literally did not figure that out until he started driving. And he was like, this shit works without your seatbelt all the time.
So this Tyrene, I guess her dad hated McDonald's. So he told her that McDonald's meat is made out of goat meat.
Ooh, weird. I guess you gotta make sure that your kids wouldn't want to eat goat.
Wait, is it lamb? Like,
A lamb or a sheep is like, bah, but like,
goat, right?
no. Lambs and goats are completely different. Please put a picture of a lamb here, and please put a picture of a goat here. Different.
They look the same when they come out. Alright, and I eat them. So
I don't think they do. I guess essentially the point of the video is just to show you that your parents did in fact lie to you about a lot of things, and you should probably have a conversation with them about what else are they lying to you about. Confront them. I'm kidding.
It'd be actually a really funny conversation though to start with your parents. Like,
Yeah.
hey, like, what do y'all remember that they'll lie to us about when we were children?
Yeah,
Probably
it'd be-
find a lot more funny stuff.
A good conversation starter for sure. I know our family, whenever we bring up like old stories and stuff, it's like the funniest time ever, and everyone just dies laughing.
Especially when all of us look at each other like, wait,
Yeah.
that was a lie?
Yeah, when you have siblings, that's like the best, because then
Yeah.
you're like, you were told that too? Like,
Yeah.
I think that's gonna wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do us a favor, comment down below what you were also lied to about, and we're gonna kind of compare and see who was lied to about what. It's really messed up. Or even better, if you're a current parent, number one, I don't judge you because I'm just a fur baby mom, and I sometimes lie to Vinny too. Like, I tell him that he's a monkey because I think he's so cute. He's just a little monkey ball. But if you're a current parent, tell us, what are you currently lying to your children about? So what is this next generation going to grow up to believe? There's
Yeah.
going to be some good ones. So comment down below and let us know what you're currently lying to your children about. All right, love you guys so much. Give it a thumbs up on the way out, and we'll see you next time.